Hello, so I am going to show you another version of my protein pancakes or low carb pancakes. These are banana nut, okay? So what you do, and I'm going to say ahead of time, now that I'm using a food processor to make these pancakes, they're so much better than that little hand whizzer thing. So anyway, but I mean a blender or a hand whizzer works too, but I prefer the food processor. Okay, so you're going to do about half a cup of cottage cheese, a little more if you want, whatever. I don't measure perfectly. And then you're going to add 2 eggs. I have the jumbos because I get them at Costco. And yeah, so 2 eggs. And then you're going to do 3 tablespoons. I do 3 tablespoons of the, I use the Trader Joe's multigrain baking and pancake mix. The baking mix kind of works well as opposed to like regular flour. And I use 3 rounded tablespoons instead of like the level tablespoons. Okay, 3 rounded tablespoons of that, and then throw in either sugar or Splenda, whatever you want to make it sweet, however much you want, depending on what your sweetness preference is. And then something that really helps it be puffy and just nom nom is baking powder. So use half a rounded teaspoon of baking powder, and then you're going to throw in half of a medium banana sliced. If you wanted, you could use banana syrup, the Torani sugar-free syrup if you're worried about it, but it's better with real bananas. So use half of that. Okay? And then you just put on the lid and you whiz away. Okay. And you want to pulse it a good amount. Like pulse it for a little while because it helps them be really fluffy. Okay? And I leave it on, and then I pulse, and then I leave it on and pulse. I probably let it whiz longer than I should, but okay, so do it till it's all incorporated, and then towards the very end, put in nuts. This is supposed to be walnuts, but then I forgot that I made squash muffins and used all my walnuts. So I had to improvise and use almonds since I already had everything set out for the video. But normally I would use walnuts. And I'm putting in like less than 1/3 of a cup, but depending on how much you like nuts, I'm a nut lover. Anyway, so I put almost 1/3 of a cup in these pancakes. So then whiz again, just lightly this time though, just to incorporate the nuts, okay? And that's it. And then you have pretty batter, okay? So then you take out the little thing of the food processor, and the baking powder really helps these fluff up like normal pancakes. Like my older version that I have on here, they're kind of flat, and I mean they're good or whatever, and they're yummy, but I like this method better for some reason. Without the bananas and the nuts, you can make it just like this. Don't put bananas, don't put nuts, and then do everything else the same. And with the baking powder, they fluff up really nicely. Okay, so then after you do that, you take your yumminess over to a griddle. I have mine at 375, and I use nonstick spray because, you know, I don't want to cook with oil if I don't have to, and I try to not eat bad. Okay. Forgot my little pink thing. And don't you know that cooking with utensils that are pink just make the food better? I don't know if you knew that, but it's true. I swear. Okay, so then you basically, you know, stir them up with the spatula, and then you just drop it in. And I'm probably only going to do one right now because this is really hard to do one-handed. So you pour it out, and the batter's kind of thick. So you put the pancake batter down. Oops, darn it, I put too much. Oh well. Okay, so you put the batter down, and then once you put it down, spread it out. Because it's the cottage cheese, it needs to cook longer than like, say, a regular carby pancake. So once you put the batter on, you want to spread it out a little so it's not so thick. Because it's so thick, it won't spread out completely itself. Leave it a little thick so that you have like, you know, a decent pancake. And then you just let it cook, and it'll start bubbling like a regular pancake. And you can put whatever syrup you want. I just use the sugar-free syrup, but I mean, you could do whatever you want. If you want to use regular syrup or whatever. Wait, Matthew, don't get iced yet. I'm almost done. I know some people are like anti-Splenda and like go nuts over it or whatever, but you know. So you just wait and talk about mundane crap while your pancake cooks, because it's taking forever. Because my griddle is not hot, darn it. Let me see. I'm being impatient. Okay, it's not ready. And you just wait and wait and wait. Come on, pancake. Go. Bubble up. Get going. You see how it's like nice and thick? It's thicker than the other pancakes I made. So, but I mean, I like the other ones too, but definitely, you know, using the baking powder and using the heaping, like rounded tablespoons instead of the other ones makes a difference as far as, you know, how it tastes, how it cooks. Let me see. Okay, you're almost done. And these get really golden and pretty like regular pancakes, and they're very, very good. And they keep you full way longer than regular pancakes, obviously, because they're basically all protein. I mean, you have like some natural sugar or natural carbs from the bananas and a little bit from the baking mix, but it's really not that big of a deal. So these are really healthy alternatives to pancakes. Okay, and then you get it and you attempt to flip it. Yay! See? Isn't it pretty? It's a pretty pancake. Nice, thick, pretty pancake. And this batter will probably make 4, maybe 5 of these really awesome little fat pancakes. Or you can make like the dime size ones, a bunch of them. So yeah, there you go. Those, and you could, you know, slice some bananas and put them on top of this, do whatever you want. But so this is my recipe for the banana nut, and I really like them, and they're very, very high in protein, and they're healthy, and yeah, so I hope you like it. Enjoy.